Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zakk.
Shane.
And we are back with Marvel's What If, episode 4.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what happened last time?
Yes, what if all the people I really cared about died and then I didn't want to watch anything else?
Not all of them died.
No, not all of them died. There's still a lot of great characters. Fortunately, even the characters I don't like are still better than most characters and things I do like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically we had Nick Fury and I almost said Scarlett Johansson, but what's her name?
Natasha Romanoff.
Natasha Romanoff, trying to find out exactly what's going on. Why do all of the Avengers, the guys we have our eyes on for the Avenger Project, keep falling down dead? Including that, that gorgeous Nordic man with his hair who smells like lavender. Did you say lavender?
I think it was lavender.
And then eventually, Natasha Romanoff died as well, got beat to death, which is probably a shitty way to go.
It would have been really cool to see him as a villain in the films.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool to see him.
They captured his voice. I mean, because I haven't seen the films, but they captured him pretty well there.
Well, I like Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Most of the shit I've ever seen him in. It was kind of cool to see a version of his character brought in as a villain.
For some reason, I keep thinking of The Mask of Zorro. But he's not in it. His wife is.
Anthony Hopkins and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
Good for him, marrying her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep thinking he's in it, but he's not.
No.
Some other old guy.
Yeah, I can't remember that guy's name, but he's always like a general and shit in other movies. The guy that plays the bad guy?
The guy who cut off his brother's head?
No. The old man that wanted him.
Oh, that one fuck? Yeah.
That wanted Zorro's wife, the original Zorro's wife.
Yeah, that has some great fight choreography.
It is. And at the end of it, he cuts a fucking rope and he's tied to the wagon.
Yeah.
He's a dragon. And then fucking Captain Love is down there. He screams like a girl.
But he's got a sword through his heart already, doesn't he?
Well, he does, but he's not screaming. But he looks up and that wagon's falling at him and then he screams and it lands on him.
I would have screamed. I would have done all my screaming.
Just accept it.
Yeah.
Like Shin and Kung Fu Panda 2.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you saw the second one.
Maybe I can't remember anything about any of them.
Oh, you saw one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what this is all about then.
I don't remember him having any gray at first.
Evening, handsome. You promised me creme brulee.
You should just rush the podium like a contestant on The Price is Right.
Price is what?
We need to celebrate
Price is wrong,
this.
bitch.
Steven!
We're okay. You're okay. No, Christine.
Broke the hole like
In this universe, Stephen Strange didn't. Manipulation and alteration of timelines.
What are you doing? Tinkering with time can weaken the very fabric of the universe.
We protect
Kubla Khan.
reality. We
And
don't
Gabriel.
threaten.
Sorry, but this is now my favorite t-shirt.
How long has it been?
2 years tonight.
I needed the little sorcerer's room. I suggest you join me before you do something reckless.
If you sounded more Asian, it'd be cool. Or you would do something reckless.
He's not Asian enough. He sounds the same way as Kubla Khan.
I want him to sound like, I can't remember his name, the guy from Last Samurai who plays...
Kim Watanabe?
Yeah.
How do you know if he's even Japanese?
I don't know.
Evening, handsome.
Something wrong?
I think I might have just had a mild cardiac event.
A heart attack? Promise me creme brulee.
Say the word, Christine, and I will give you the world. I'm gonna run up to the podium like a game show contestant. Cheers and screams, high fives.
Seriously? Are you teasing me? Okay, no, you said it. You have to do it now.
Well, this is shaping up to be a night to remember.
I would have just slowed down and pulled over. You know what I mean?
Go a different way.
No! Christine!
Evening, handsome.
Oh, we missed our turn.
Taking a different route.
You're getting an award. We'll go, we'll dance.
No. You're a genius.
Now the thing. That sucks.
Something wrong?
Why does this keep happening? Aren't we allowed to be happy?
Maybe I should drive. Yeah?
How a villain's made.
He's going back and reliving it. It was a good scream.
Good evening, Dr. Strange.
Why are you here?
To help you, this is where it starts for you, with the death of Dr. Christine Palmer. So overwhelmed by loss, you will seek answers in the mystic arts. If you erase her death, you never start your journey. You cannot reverse an absolute point.
Nothing is impossible. You taught me that. I only require more power.
The greatest sorcerers of the past. I will be forced to stop you.
You'd have to find me first. No door. Clever. Quite the welcome.
You have to be the strangest dressed sorcerer I've ever seen.
Where can I find Cagliostro?
Maybe here, maybe there, maybe nowhere.
Alright, Yoda.
Sorcerer Armani.
It's strange.
Not any stranger than any other name in this world.
My name is Dr. Stephen Strange. Those beings have what I need.
Is she worth the pain? A man does not suffer like this for his own glory. There is a fine line between devotion and delusion.
Who is this man?
Love can...
If they won't surrender their power, I'll take it.
Awful.
All right, what's next?
Jesus.
Hello?
Oh, shit.
Who's that?
Spectre! Patronum!
Goodbye.
Ugh. I think I would have just given up on how to do this.
Ah, you're a damn fool for a woman.
What happened to you?
Time, Sorcerer Armani. Put that away. You use magic to remain frozen for centuries. I chose to live, even in our world. Death is part of the plan.
I can't accept that.
You're only half a man, living half alive. He wasn't even the only Doctor Strange in this universe.
Hello, Stephen.
No, well, wait a minute. You're...
Dead? Just think of me as an echo.
This must be the end of the world. Then who's causing this?
You are.
How?
When Doctor Strange used the eye and vanished into the past, I drew upon the power of the dark dimension to split you,
I'm looking for the Lost Library. Enough living in the past for one evening.
allowing for 2 of your possible timelines to occur in one universe. If the other Strange succeeds in reversing an absolute point in our universe,
You mean saving Christine?
he cannot save her, Stephen. Will destroy this universe. Our time is running out.
You need to talk to Jet Li.
Do you want to stop him? Weren't you in love with this Christine?
I think I have to. At the very least, to save you. He's found me.
Oh, that's not great.
Nope, it's not. The question is, when are you? Do not be frightened, old friend, for we are one and the same. What happened to you? I needed you alone. They never knew her. We knew her. We loved her. You can't bring her back. The world out there is breaking. Don't you dare lie to me!
We care.
Our powers are diluted, split between us. We can't save her. We can't. If we save Christine, we destroy the world. I told you, she doesn't understand. We love Christine. This isn't love. Look at this. This is arrogance. This is our need to fix everything. It's what drove us to study the mystic arts in the first place. She's dead. You need to let go. I've gone too far to turn back.
Sunk cost argument. Freezer.
Yeah.
Just fuck that desk! Papa, don't touch it!
It's so good to see you.
Christine.
We can be together again. And I love you.
You're not her. It's me, Christine.
Oh my god. What's happening? This isn't real. This isn't. This isn't life.
I can fix this. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Should have had that look first.
Please, fix this.
The same way you fixed Christine.
The world shouldn't pay for my arrogance. You're a god.
I'm not a god, and neither are you.
Punish me, not Christine.
Honestly, if I could fix this, if I could punish you instead, I would. But I can't interfere.
No. No! I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Stephen. What did you do?
One life, one choice, one moment.
What the hell of an episode? Shit. Jesus. Guys, that was our reaction. This is our discussion.
Quiet in here seems very ominous after sitting through all of that.
Yeah. That was a great one. Yeah.
It was good. Very nice imagery.
I'm glad they got Rachel McAdams back to do the voice. I mean, I don't think she's been present in the universe at all, has she, since the movie?
Mm-mm.
Has she been in any of the other ones?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
6.5 hours later.
Yeah, that's just a hell of a thing.
It's a hell of a thing, you know? And honestly, it was a nice, surprising, great ending. In terms of, he can't undo it, and for the best intentions, you know.
The road to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, what do you think of the art and the imagery? I mean, you said you want to elaborate more on it. You said it was pretty good.
At first, I was kind of thinking, it's just like every other one.
Yeah.
But the more it showed him absorbing the other life forms, and it showed the shadow effect of him in the background when he's first approaching.
Yeah.
The good Doctor Strange, and he's walking out of the shadows, and you can see all the different shapes of the monsters he's absorbed.
Yeah.
And then when he's the shadow behind Doctor Strange, and he comes up and grabs him and pulls him under the ground.
Yeah.
That looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm normally not a big fan of the imagery of, magical effects in Marvel, but it does well in a cartoon.
Yeah.
I think it sells a hell of a lot better in a cartoon than it does in the movies.
No, yeah, I get that.
From what I gathered from the Spider-Man, was it No Way Home? The one that showed him casting the spell and drawing the little lines.
Yeah.
That actually looked good.
Yeah, I mean, just...
I don't like the little fans and shields they pop up in the air.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of dumb, but when it showed him casting the spell and writing the shit in the air, little squiggly lines.
Yeah.
It looked good. And it looks good here, in like I said, in the cartoon and animation. So
yeah.
It always sells a lot better. We had some Dragon Ball Z-esque battle.
Yeah, which is always a great thing.
Little laser balls and little discs and shit. That was cool.
Yeah. In terms of just fight choreography, like the first episode was the strongest. Mm-hmm. But this had a great fight as well. It wasn't
as far as super powered individuals go, or magically empowered, whatever.
Yeah.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes this style of animation, the CG, it can kind of look clunky when when Strange is flying around.
Yeah.
It looks a little slow. Overall, I think it looked really good.
No, I agree. So one thing they talked about is you cannot destroy an absolute point without risking the fate of the universe. Mm-hmm. So was Thanos' snap not a fixed point?
Oh, when they undid it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess not.
I'm trying to think how they undid that. And does it break?
They undid it by Cap went back and put the stones back exactly where they were. Mm-hmm. I mean, but as far as the event itself and the snap...
I mean, they get down with Loki, because Loki is like, hey, you want to talk about guys who are messing with time? When he's talking to the TVA, he said, talk to the Avengers. Yeah. But then, I guess you're right, because then in Loki they explain, no, that transpired the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay. So that, they were meant to go back and undo it.
Yeah, they were meant.
But he wasn't.
Meant to have the snap. It was all those events were meant to occur to, I guess, grow the little plant of a timeline where they wanted it to.
I guess I think it's a little convenient.
It is, but they're the storytellers, so they write their inconveniences.
No, yeah, I mean, you're right, and I won't complain because I love those fucking movies. But it just wasn't in the cards for Strange to go back and undo Rachel, but Christine dying. Mm-hmm. When I was watching this, and as soon as she got in the car, I was like, shit, she's gonna die.
Yeah.
And he seems like the kind of guy, and he's a surgeon. He's very good at what he does, which means they're always meticulous, obsessive people who are perfectionists too. And those type of people, sometimes they don't like being told you can't do this. You know what I mean?
Reminds me of F from The Strain.
Yeah.
Reminds me of you.
Fucking, that universe is done.
Yeah, nothing left.
And I think the Watcher looks funny. Looks like a big baby.
He's always...
Which, to me, you lose even more points.
He always looked funny. He looked funny in his
We clearly looked funny here.
He looks better here than he does in the comics. In the comics, he looks even taller. The longer neck that makes his head, which is already big, look even bigger.
With a longer neck, does he not look like a fucking Indiana Jones 4 alien or something?
He has this toga-looking thing on with the cape, so his arm, you can see his arms, shoulders.
Here, didn't he have like the high collar thing? I can't remember his little sidekick guy, like the monk the Asian guy I was talking about.
Yeah, Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong.
That's the actor's name.
Yeah, I love him. I always love him in the movies.
I like him more and more because I've only seen him in one other thing, and that's Marco Polo. That's Kubla Khan.
Oh yeah, you said that.
He's
great in it, right?
Yeah, I like him a lot in that role, and I like him more here because if I hadn't seen Marco Polo and just watched this, I could take him or leave him.
Yeah,
but maybe it's just how it is with a lot of actors.
Mm-hmm.
And his role's kind of small.
Yeah, but I always think he provides a nice kind of levity.
Well, he definitely did more so here. He had kind of more of the wisdom, sharing the kind of wise advice. I'm going to put the kettle on. Perhaps you should join me before you do something reckless.
Yeah.
But
I also remember him listening. I think he was listening to like his iPhone headphones in the library, and I think the Doctor Strange movie. And Doctor Strange was like sneaking out like the sacred text or something.
No, I don't remember that movie. A lot about that movie.
Recently, I was doing an edit where Zakk and I were talking about Jaws, and we talk about this NBC movie called The Beast. It was a 2-part movie, and it turns out they're both created by the same guy. And
same guy wrote the book and the screenplay, right?
Yes, the guy wrote the books and he wrote the screenplays. And what's funny is he regrets immensely how he's contributed to kind of like this more of a greater fear of the ocean and sharks and stuff like that. Because he's an ocean activist and everything. And
Fuck that up, didn't he?
Yeah, he said, like, I just can't believe it.
What would you expect?
I'm pretty sure it was Jaws. I'm pretty sure this is the right author. He was kind of a struggling writer. And then he kind of told his publisher, I'm going to make one more attempt to make something good. He needed Jaws.
Well, Jaws, I haven't read the book. I know it's a lot different than the movie.
Okay.
There's the mobs involved and a
Okay.
lot of the major characters. Quint is a lot more, I guess he's kind of a rip-off of Ahab in the book from Moby Dick.
Yeah.
And he dies the same way Ahab did, and also he harpoons the shark and gets drug in by a fouled line and drowned, which is how Ahab dies in the book.
Well,
and,
they made appropriate adjustments for the movie.
Yeah, Spielberg's like, no, fuck all that shit.
Well,
he wrote the screenplay.
Yeah, he wrote the screenplay.
So
I
he
think,
probably went in and said, well...
Well, I think he just...
And I'm
he's
sure
they
edited the screenplay, though. It probably wasn't all just him.
Oh, probably, yeah.
They probably read it through it and said, well, we need to change this, this, and this.
Yeah.
So the movie turned out to be spectacular, and it's on my top 5 list.
It's one of those things that transcend the source material.
I think now, when I was younger, that movie fucked me up, and I saw it when I was way too young, and I wanted nothing to do with the ocean. But I think now I could go out on a boat.
Yeah. But you have to be on the boat. Would you go scuba diving?
Well, I'd have to definitely do a lot of practice runs before I went.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just go willy-nilly and jump in.
I wouldn't either. But, okay, so...
I'd rather just be out fishing.
Me too. So this conversation, though, like, being in the coral reef and relatively close, that would be fun. But when I was looking up some stuff, because for this edit, this edit I was doing, I think it might have been the last What If, or it might be Gravity Falls. But I was looking up squid stuff. I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube, and there's some terrifying things on there, and the tentacles on here reminded me of that.
Well, you said that a lot of the giant squid sightings are off the Outer Banks, right?
Well, a lot of the ones around in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like the Outer Banks, so it's kind of funny.
No, yeah, it seems more and more. I'm watching stuff on it. It seems like a cool place.
Well, it's great. I mean, you go down to like Kitty Hawk and Kill Devil Hills, it's more commercialized. But if you get down to Cape Hatteras and Ocracoke, you can see where a lot of the commercialization has lost its touch. Where investment, the money's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people pay the big money for the big beach houses, which are still really nice down there.
Yeah.
But there's like an old amusement park that's been abandoned and is growing up.
Really?
With weeds and shit. And
that's interesting, yeah.
Ocracoke has an old bar, I think still for sale. The gas station, convenience store shut down. You have to get gas down at the boat docks from the harbor master.
Seems like a memory of a town. Which I know there's some wealthy people down there as well.
Yeah, and it's a damn shame, but maybe it'll turn around. You never know. I'd like to own that bar one day.
Maybe we can.
It's definitely a good episode.
Yeah. How would you rank this one out of the other ones?
I think I enjoyed this one more than the T'Challa episode, the Gravity Falls, the Guardians of the Galaxy spoof.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more than the last one, definitely. I think I put the last one at the bottom of the list. And I'd probably put this one maybe second to the first one, the Captain Carter episode. Because the Captain Carter episode was just really funny to me.
It was definitely funny.
And you don't have as much of the humor here, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And but you got a lot of beautiful imagery in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Much more than most of the previous installments. So
yeah,
I think I'd put this one probably a close second. It would be right up there with the first one.
I think this one tells a story that at some point in everyone's life they would have to deal with some of these themes. Mm-hmm. Which I imagine if you were just a superhero, more of a superpower being than normal people, I can imagine the temptation.
Yeah.
And I hear about these billionaires, they lose their kids in these freak accidents and then they freeze them. And it's just
think they're holding on to it, thinking one day there's going to be a way to reverse it.
Yeah, and just kind of sad. I'm not saying that'll never happen, but it feels kind of wrong, I guess. I
mean, I'm fairly confident what you get back. I personally wouldn't be able to trust what I got back. Like, how do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the idea is
like
I'm freezing these kids.
Westworld scenario where you just you duplicate the memories, you transfer the memories, but you're not really getting the soul of the person anymore.
Yeah, but
would it be like altered carbon, where you have the stacks and you transfer into people, and you're getting the same person over and over again in different bodies?
I don't know. I mean, the people who argue why it's good is they say there is no soul. All you are is your memories. So if you make a copy of your memories, then it's the same soul. I mean, I don't believe that. I'm just saying, like, I can understand if you don't believe in the soul why that exists. But they freeze them, so it is kind of the same body, and it might still be the same memories if it's the same brain. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to knock the people if you're a billionaire watching this and your kid died.
I kind of doubt that any billionaires are watching us, but I do.
Just subscribe. We got a Patreon coming up here as soon as we can. You know what I mean?
I was going to say that, yeah, if I were in that position, I'm sure it would be tempting. If
Yeah.
you thought in that, if you're a billionaire, you probably have access to a whole different world than us.
Mm-hmm.
Access to different theories and different research that most of the general public thinks is hogwash.
Yeah.
But me personally, if something terrible like that happened, I mean, I'd probably drink a lot more and waste away.
Yeah, I kind of
become frail.
You'll start eating, you're going to become frail anyways. We also had the Watcher take more of a prominent role. I mean, not a prominent role, but...
Well, he was there present.
And he interacted with the character.
With Doctor Strange. And I wondered about that at first. Like, are they going to start doing this? But then it made sense because Strange would have access and knowledge about those realms.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that universe was getting ready to end anyways. The Watcher's right.
It's kind of like... an apocalypse. Like, it doesn't matter what you do there.
Yeah.
Because everything is
But
erased.
he still didn't break the rules.
With the Loki thing. Yeah, and he still didn't break the rules. Because he didn't...
He didn't intervene.
But who makes the rules?
Oh, obviously fucking Kang. I don't know.
Well, I guess that's a good point. It could be Kang.
I don't know if it's Kang, but you're on point though.
Yeah.
It could be Kang.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe... I mean, it's possible he could make his own rules and he's following them. I have rules
Well, he
myself.
said I'm not a god, and...
neither are you.
Neither are you, and I can't intervene. So those rules are there for a reason. Who set them for him? I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody out there knows. I'm sure they'll say, but...
Well, don't put any spoilers, guys, in the comments. Because I don't... Sometimes I stay clear of them, and sometimes I read them. But,
Depends how bored we are.
Yeah. I don't have too much else to say. I really like this one. I definitely liked it more than the last one.
I liked it more than the last
It was
two
it was just a great human story. It was sad, and it was meaningful, and I won't say it taught it.
It had a lot of beautiful imagery.
Yeah.
And it was a very close, I won't say close to home, but it was like you said, a more human story.
Yeah, it's something that everyone I think will go through eventually. Or has gone through already.
Yeah, if you haven't already gone through it, best of luck to you. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah. One thing I keep thinking about is I have on my dad's side of the family. He's lost a few siblings, and some were very young. One was a little boy, and one was like a man in his mid-20s. My uncle Dirk.
Yeah.
And it's weird because they were all around his age, and then he had also younger ones who were in high school. And that had to been like a really, I think about what they went through. And, I'm sure like it didn't matter if it was, 50 years ago or 500 years ago. We have mythologies where people are trying to bring back people they love.
Yeah.
And it's the reason why it's a great story is because it resonates with the human condition. It was told 1,000 years ago and it's told now. Yeah. And it's still really cool.
Love and loss.
Love and loss, yo. And that's it.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. If you like what we do, maybe you want to come back and hear a little bit more, like and subscribe. You'll find us on Instagram and you'll find us on Twitter. And comment down below. I guess it helps us out. Yes. If you don't, you won't.
I was going to cut your ass off.